Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will talk about preparing a resume for data roles. I will start by talking about data job market, and after that I will show you a resume template. I also will give this resume template to everyone who watches this video. You can find the link in description. After showing that resume template and talking how it needs to look like, I will go with the parts of the resume. We will examine the summary, education, experience and projects parts one by one, and I will give tips for making them efficient. After that, I will give some important advices that you need to apply on your resume, and that will be the end of our video. I hope this video will help with building a good resume. We can start to our video now. Let's talk about the data job market. I will talk in general for all the roles. Data roles are in high demand across various industries, including technology, finance, healthcare, retail, and manufacturing. These roles are not only in high demand but also offer competitive salaries. In addition, the demand for data roles is expected to continue to grow in the future as more and more companies are realizing the value of data and developing new products and services. Since it's a very competitive market, the way you apply is so important. This is why I am recording a video on what we could add more specifically instead of listing programs that are widely known in the industry and applying everywhere. To summarize, the demand for data jobs, especially remote work ones, is very high. The reason why applying with a good resume is important is a good resume is an important tool in a job search because it presents a clear and concise summary of your qualifications, skills, and experience to potential employers. A well-written and well-organized resume can showcase your strengths and highlight relevant experience, making you stand out from other candidates and increasing your chance of getting hired. Additionally, a good resume can help you target specific jobs and industries and clearly communicate how your skills and experience align with the requirements of the position. We can see the resume template that I created for this video now. This resume template is a simple one, and I always prefer using a simple resume because making your resume complex will only make it harder to read. Using a simple resume is generally considered better because it is easy to read and understand, and it highlights the most important information without overwhelming the reader. A simple resume is also more likely to pass initial screening by ATS, application tracking system, and be read by the human eye. A simple resume typically includes a clear and concise layout with a consistent font and formatting. It uses bullet points and clear headings to organize information and make it easy to scan and read. It also avoids the use of overly complex or flowery language and instead uses clear and direct language to convey important information. Additionally, a simple resume focuses on the most important information such as your skills, education, and relevant work experience. It doesn't include unnecessary details such as your hobbies or irrelevant work experience. This makes it easy for potential employers to quickly understand your qualifications and experience. Let's check our template's parts. It goes as name, summary, education, experience, projects, and contact. Parts can change, and maybe you want to change some stuff, but keeping it in a single page is important. What makes resume different than CV is resume is one page. A one-page resume is also more likely to be read and considered by potential employers, as it doesn't distract them with irrelevant information or make them spend too much time reading. Let's start with the summary part of our resume. This part is optional. You can either add or don't add summary part to your resume. If you want to add, a good resume summary should be brief, engaging, and effective introduction to your qualifications and experience, highlighting your most relevant skills and making you stand out to potential employers. It should be no more than 3 or 4 lines. It should be the first thing that an employer will read on your resume. So it's important that it makes a good first impression and captures their attention. Now we can get to the education part. Writing a good education section for your resume is an important way to showcase your academic achievements or qualifications to potential employers. A good education section in a resume should be clear and relevant to the job you are applying for. It should list your most recent and relevant degrees first, relevant coursework, certifications, or trainings you have received. It should also use a consistent format and font throughout the resume and be tailored to the specific job you are applying for, highlighting your most relevant qualifications and experience in relation to the position. It should be a way to showcase your academic achievements and qualifications and how they align with the job requirements. Now we can get to the experience part. A good work experience section in a resume should be clear, concise, and relevant to the job you are applying for. It should list your most recent and relevant work experiences first and include your job title, company name, and dates of employment. It should also use active words to describe your accomplishments and responsibilities, and use bullet points to organize the information. The section should include specific achievements and responsibilities that align with the job requirements and highlight your skills, qualifications, and experience. It should also be tailored to the specific job you are applying for. A good projects section in a resume should highlight your relevant and most recent projects, demonstrating your skills, experience, and qualifications. It should include the project title, a brief summary, your role, the technologies used, and the outcome or achievements of the project. It should use bullet points to organize the information and use active words to describe your responsibilities. Make sure the projects you include are relevant to the job you are applying for and highlight the skills, qualifications, and experience that align with the job requirements. A good contact section in a resume should include your current contact information, such as name, phone number, email address, and location. It should be accurate, up-to-date, and easy to find. It is important to have professional email address and voicemail message, as it can give good impression on the potential employer. Additionally, including your location on your resume allows employers to determine your proximity to the job location, which can be important if the employer is looking for someone who can start working immediately. This section should be be easy to find so that potential employers can easily contact you further information or schedule an interview. What are my advices? I will start with not lying on resume. Lying on a resume is not advisable because it can have serious consequences for your career. First and foremost, if an employer discovers that you have lied on your resume, they will likely terminate your employment or not consider you for future opportunities. In some cases, it could also lead to legal action. Additionally, even if you are able to secure a job through lying on your resume, you may find yourself in a position that you are not qualified for and unable to perform the responsibilities of the job. This can lead to poor performance, job dissatisfaction, and ultimately being let go from the job. It's always best to be honest and transparent about your qualifications and experience in a resume. My second advice is having a resume in a good format. Having a resume in a good format is important because it makes it easy for potential employers to quickly scan and understand your qualifications, skills, and experience. A well-formatted resume is clear and organized with a logical flow and consistent layout. It makes it easy for employers to find the information they are looking for and highlights the most relevant information. A good format also makes your resume visually appealing and can help it stand out from the many resumes that employers may receive. Additionally, a well-formatted resume can help you to showcase your attention to detail and professionalism, which can be important factors for many employers in the hiring process. A poor format can make your resume look unprofessional, disorganized, and difficult to read, which can result in being disregarded or overlooked by employers. My third advice is keeping all the text short. Summarizing everything on your resume is important because it allows potential employers to quickly and easily understand your qualifications, skills, and experience without having to read through a lot of unnecessary or irrelevant information. Summarizing everything on your resume makes it more concise and easy to read, which is important considering that most of the time employers don't have a lot of time to go through a long resume. They might just skim through it, so it's important the most important information is highlighted. My last advice is using active words. Using active words in your resume is important because it makes your resume more engaging and highlights your accomplishments rather than simply listing your responsibilities. Active words, also known as action verbs, describe what you have done and what you can do, and they can help to demonstrate your skills, experience, and achievements in a more powerful and impactful way. Active words give your resume energy, and make it more dynamic. They help the employer to visualize you in action and how you contributed to the organization. They also help to make your resume stand out and make you look more impressive. For example, instead of saying responsible for managing a team, you could say led and manage a team. These words imply that you were actively in charge and had control over the situation. Thanks for watching my video and listening me. If you want to see more videos like this, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day. Goodbye.